In this episode, we're going to be driving the 911 Carrera Cabriolet.
And look at a really ugly house to flip.
I'm JB Bolvadin.
I'm Belce Bolvadin.
This is Hot Rides.
And real estate.
Let's go. When I first started driving this car, I don't know how I felt about it.
Why?
I was actually disappointed.
Why?
The reason why is because I got so used to the 996, 997 Porsche models those don't feel luxurious. Those feel like straight sports cars. So you can hear the engine a lot. They're lower to the ground, they're smaller. I understand what they did, and they did the right thing for their brand. In fact, there's more Porsche owners than ever today, and I think that these changes helped become a mainstream brand for most people. However, for purists like myself, I really miss the good old days of that naturally aspirated motor and just being able to feel like one with the car and not having so many luxuries and just really being able to just feel the road. That's something that's irreplaceable, and I never thought that would die, but it did. Maybe I'm getting old, but I really miss that. I'll be honest with you, I never thought a Porsche 911 could be an everyday car until now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, you know what? I kind of want this as my everyday car. And I know you wanted a G-Wagon. I was thinking maybe instead of buying you a G-Wagon, I'd buy myself a 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet. What do you think?
It's such a nice everyday drive, but of course, having two little kids, it's not an everyday car for me right now. Maybe in the future, but just not right now. But it was a beautiful drive and beautiful ride. Very comfortable. And you don't even feel like you're in a sports car, like the way they designed the new Porsches. And there's not too many buttons.
Yeah, they made it simplified, which is nice.
I like that, because too many buttons looks like an airplane to me.
Which I love, by the way. So this one with all the modern functions, flair, comfort, I think she really liked it. She could see herself driving, and that's the first Porsche, I think, the 911 line that I could see that she wanted to drive. What do you think of the car?
I love it. I feel like I'm in LA, but I'm not.
I love the new design. I think it's nice. I'm being very subjective right now. This is really only my opinion. Porsche has done a great job with the 911. They're always back ordered. You can't get your hands on one. The value of Porsche 911s, even old ones, have been retained. This is all examples of an amazing brand that's doing it right. But me personally, I like the older ones. I really do. So the older flair with all the modern twist is nice, but I still kind of want that old feeling back still. So this is just me being me, but I know the Porsche purists out there that are watching knows exactly what I'm talking about. I think growing up, one of the things that always looked like cool or was designer or a sports car like this, or a nice bag or a nice watch or a nice whatever. Yeah. No one ever talked about owning property when I was a kid. What about you?
Yeah, same.
No one actually made, that was not sexy. The only thing out of all those things I mentioned actually go up in value that actually means something is real estate, and no one talks about it. I want to show you my new definition of sexy. So it's not just designer stuff or material things or a sports car, and I'm a huge car guy. I think we're about to show people what sexy really looks like today.
Mansion.
Maybe. It's much better for you to be an investor than it is to just buy a car that depreciates and drive it for fun. I would recommend taking all your disposable income, putting it in an investment, and if you get the itch for a car, rent it. Just rent it for the weekend, and you don't have to worry about anything else. So if you want to take my advice of renting the car, definitely check out MVP Car Club. They have literally created the most amazing experience for anyone that wants to get behind the wheel of these cars. You're treated like a VIP or an MVP, per se. It can be delivered right to your door, or they have multiple locations you can pick up from. The staff is absolutely amazing, and the vehicle selection they have is great. And you really just can't get a better experience. So I'd highly recommend that. Now, if you decide, hey, I don't want to rent this car, I want to buy this car, then there's only one place to go, and that's Capital Group Auto Sales. Check them out. They have the best rates for leasing and for buying. They can locate any vehicle anywhere in the country and bring it right to your doorstep. No BS, straightforward pricing, aggressive, and more importantly, they treat you like a king there. Don't deal with the car salesman anymore and having to go back and forth in the dealership. Call them, tell them what you want, and they will bring it to you without any extra fees on that bill. So this is it. This is the castle. This is the awesomeness that I was telling you about. This is sexy. Thank you for acknowledging me, saying something to me.
Well, it needs a lot of work. It needs even a yard.
Yeah, it needs to
Needs a
do
yard.
everything.
So my first impression when I saw the house was, oh my God, it's really small and it needs a lot of work. The house needs tremendous amount of work. Like, we can't save anything. The ceiling is falling apart. The walls are coming out. As soon as you walk in, it's supposed to be a kitchen. There was a laundry area. It was very confusing. So my initial reaction was like, we need to change everything.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, don't do that. Why'd you do that?
All right, sorry, I won't do it again. Okay, so welcome. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. Has a little bit of a dormer upstairs. They threw in the spider webs for free, which was really nice of them. I'm used to driving nice cars. I'm also used to being in really ugly houses. You know, I've been in real estate since I was 19 years old. So that's 2009. And that was the worst market since the Great Depression. So almost every house I dealt with or sold or did anything with was a house that was super ugly, usually in foreclosure or short sale or messed up. So I've been in much worse. So that house I was kind of comfortable in. If you saw the other stuff I've been in, you would know what I mean. Nice, good to go.
This is like his office, I guess.
Yeah, this was his office. The owner was an attorney, actually district attorney at one point in Suffolk County. Obviously, this is kind of small.
Yeah, it's very small.
I don't think it's going to be that marketable if we just like.
Good news is it doesn't smell.
That is good news.
That's good news.
Yeah.
But it needs everything, like all the floors, the walls.
The most challenging part about this house is that it's small. So usually when you buy a house and you flip it, you don't change the footprint of it. You're just changing the sides, the roof, the windows, doing the interior. That's not the case here. This house, we're going to have to actually extend, make it wider, and then put a dormer, which is put a second floor on and make it higher. So we're going to have a nice living room, dining room, kitchen, half bath on the first floor. Then we're going to have 2 full baths upstairs and 4 bedrooms.
So we're upstairs too. That'd be great.
Yep.
Right now, this is like I can't move.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the car had more room than the house.
I know.
And that's a sports car. But what we're also going to do is it's on 0.80 acres. So we're going to do a flag lot and build the same house behind it down there and split it in half. So we bought this one house, and what we're going to do is basically renovate this one, build it out, and then build a new one from scratch back there, which makes it an incredible opportunity.
I mean, that's very exciting.
Yeah, you look excited.
We actually got really lucky with this house. It was almost like, if we don't buy this, it's like stupid, because it was such like a great deal. Even though it needs a lot of work, at least like we picked it up for much lower cost than maybe someone else might have.
So to do this first project here, it's going to cost around $180,000, approximately, give or take.
Even a little house?
Well, this house, not the other house. This house right here is going to cost around $180,000,
Okay.
which is the same price as that Porsche 911 Carrera 4S Cabriolet outside. If you're going to sell a house that's going to be $500,000, you should ideally be buying that house for maximum $250,000. It's probably going to need $100,000 or more, so you're in it for $350,000. You're going to list it on the market. You're going to pay a commission anywhere from 3 to 5%. So after everything's said and done, if you can make yourself $100,000 or more, that's considered a good deal. Sure, there's times that you buy more expensive, but that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the ugliest house in the nicest neighborhood.
I've seen a lot of old houses before, but this is the first time me personally doing a project like this. So, which is a big project because especially when it's like your own money going into it.
So now what I need to do is turn that into the nicest house, and you'll see the benefits of that resale by far. We're going to start this project, put permits in. It's going to take 6 months to finish this one, and it'll probably take almost a year to start the other one. Okay. And we can sell the first one and work our way to the next property and then sell that one too. Okay. But this is how you get started. This is a great way to kick off. I wonder if I should
I think this is a great first house to do. Because it's not too big, it's not too risky. We can either do the wood floors. I would definitely do more of a white kitchen, because that's also popular now. Like, a lot of people prefer a white kitchen. with black accents. I feel like when you have a white with black window house, it brings up the value so much more because they're like, oh, someone paid extra attention to detail.
Well, Belce gets to worry about the colors and the design and what tile to choose, which is all the cute stuff that we see from television. I'll have to worry about the permits, contractors, bullshit that you have to deal with, the renovations, people not showing up, materials missing, finding the money to do it, all of that stuff. So she gets to do the fun stuff you see on TV, and I get to do the really ugly stuff that's challenging and stressful behind the scenes. So I'm glad she's enjoying this flip so much. Yeah, so the landscaping is a big deal too.
Yeah, because there's no landscaping.
Yeah, because also...
You don't even have a driveway. Where are you going to park? There's no garage. I mean, you don't need a garage, but there's no driveway.
No, there's no nothing. And on top of that too, if you look back here, we still have to clear out about like 0.70 acres, 0.70 acres of land. So we gotta like clear all that out. So that's gonna be another like decent sized project that we're gonna have to do to really make this thing marketable and ready to roll. So it's a big deal. It's a big project, but it's also a big opportunity. The way it works in business is the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Lower risk, lower reward. Ideally, you like to find right in the middle where your risk threshold is.
Yeah.
I think this was a great opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's why we took it.
This is definitely a great opportunity.
So what I enjoy about flipping is, believe it or not the money part. Obviously, money's a big part of it, but it's not the primary goal. There's a few things when you flip a house that if you pay attention to, you can really build a lot of relationships. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. And having a house allows me to shake a lot of hands. The agent that brought me the deal, the contractors, the expediters, all the potential buyers, investors, neighbors. These are all people that I can build a strong bond with that I would not have been able to unless I bought this house. The neighbors benefit because their value goes up. They have a nicer house that's right next to them. The people that brought me the house benefit from it because they get a commission when I buy the house, and they're gonna help me sell the house. They're gonna get commission for that. The contractors, all those people love me because I'm giving them work. And then finally, the buyers that buy the house will love me because I built an amazing house for them to move into. So all these things combined make it really rewarding because, yes, I am doing this because it's gonna help make money, but I can't think of anything better that allows me to connect with so many people so quickly, so closely, besides real estate investing and media, of course. Well, I mean, by the next episodes too, they'll be able to like track it and see where it's going because we have some interesting friends that are gonna join us to help us do this project. And these things, if we rent it out instead of sell it, you create passive income, and passive income pays for things like that. So would you have more fun doing? Looking at the house or driving in the car?
Probably driving the car.
What are you more excited about though, the house or the car?
I'm more excited about the house.
Yeah, me too. I actually think that house is going to be a really cool story and a good foundation to start leaving a legacy for our kids.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta say, this is my favorite episode I ever did.
Oh, are you just saying that?
No, I'm not just saying
Oh,
that.
that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah. No, so I had a lot of fun.
Me too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show. I'm sure I'll see you again.
Yes.
Like in an hour at the house.
Yes.
But it's cool that I picked my favorite person in one of my favorite cars to do what I do best, which is my favorite thing, which is cars and real estate. What do you think was more fun, the house or the car? Comment below. If you want to see more hot rides in real estate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification button. I'll see you on the next one.